So for example, if I have brush, so what does it become? Brushes. Correct? Becomes brushes. This is the third one. The fourth one, if it ends with F or FE, we remove this and add VES. Example, leave. So we remove the F and add VES, so it becomes leaves. Correct? Understood, all of you? Artha aita? And any other spelling, any other than this. Andre, it should not be Y, it should not be CHSHSXO, F or FE. ಬೇರೆ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಇರಲಿ. We simply add S. Example, girl. So it is not Y, it is not FEF, ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ. So we simply add yes to make it girls. So this is important. Spelling rule ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ you can easily convert singular to plural. All of you clear so far? Those of you who want to write it down can write it down. I suggest you write down because otherwise you will forget. So this is the first two. If you have written this, we'll go to the next. Clear, all of you? Understood? Clear, all of you? Shall I move on? Shall we go to the next? All right. Now, what is a what is a proper noun? Huh? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು? Close. ಇದಾ? Okay. Now let us go to proper noun. Okay. Let us go to proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A proper noun is a name of a person or a place. For example, let us say boy. Now this is a common noun. Correct, all of you? This is a common noun. How da? So I'll give a name for this. Sanjay. So now this becomes a proper noun. For example, girl is a common noun. So if I say Hindu, it becomes a proper noun. For example, city is a common noun. If I say Bangalore, then it becomes a proper noun. So a proper noun is that noun which identifies a noun with a name. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಹೆಸರಿಂದ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. That is called as a proper noun. Is that clear, all of you? So proper nouns cannot be made plural by applying the spelling rule. Andre artha, like how we added a spelling rule for this, we cannot add a spelling rule for Sanjay. I cannot say Sanjays. Not possible. I cannot say Hindus. I cannot say Bangalore's. Is that clear? Clear, all of you? Artha aita? Is that clear? So you cannot add a spelling rule to a proper noun. But what if I want to have a plural proper noun? ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I can only add and. So Sanjay and Praveen, Hindu and Ashya, Bangalore and Mysore. So you can add and to make it plural. You can add even a common noun to it. Not necessary that you should add only a proper noun. Andre Sanjay and his friend. Now friend is a common noun. Is that clear, all of you? So proper nouns identify a noun. And how does it identify? With the help of a name. And you cannot make a proper noun plural by applying the spelling rule. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? Okay. Next, let's go to a collective noun. What do you mean by collective noun? So let us understand. Now what are you all to me? Students. Correct. Now student is a common noun or a proper noun? Common. Now what did I do? I collected all of you. Where? In a room. Which means I made a collection of similar common nouns. Now, what is similar among all of you? You're all students. You have come for a common purpose. So, I should collect similar common nouns. I cannot collect one student, one peon, one professor, one teacher. I cannot collect them and say I have a collective noun. No, I must collect similar common nouns. So, for example, students. Now, I will call you a class of students. Now, what is this, a class of students? It's a collection of students, but it is similar. Now, I have 5 dogs in my street. There are 5 dogs in the next street. I collect all of them together. Now, I have collected only dogs. I cannot collect a cow, a dog, a cat, a mouse. I cannot do that. I can collect only similar common nouns. So now, if I collect dogs, that means the collection must have only dogs. It cannot have any other animal. So I can say a pack of dogs. Then let us say I collect lions. A pride of lions. Let us say key. A bunch of keys. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? A bunch of keys, a pack of lions, a school of fish, a battery of advocates. Now, when I make a collection, it should be of similar kind. Idu compulsory. Did you understand? Okay. Now, can I make this plural? Can I make this plural? Now, there is a class of students here. There is another class of students next door. So now I cannot add spelling rule to students because it is already plural. Now, where should I add the spelling rule? Here. So it becomes classes of students, packs of dogs, brides, bunches of keys. Now, you should know what spelling to add. Now, this ends with CH, so you should add ES. This ends with S, so you should add ES. This ends with K, other spelling, so add yes. This ends with E, other spelling, so add yes. Now, if I want to make collective noun plural, I should add the spelling rule to the name of the collection and not to the common noun because it is already plural. Is that ಯಾವ್ದು singular ಆಗಕ್ಕಾಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ because you cannot make a collection with one person. Can I say a class of student? No. If I make a collection, it should be more than one. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So I cannot say, I can only say a dog, but I cannot say a pack of dog. Where is the other dogs? So singularly collective noun ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay, but the whole thing is singular. ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದಷ್ಟೇ. Is that clear? Understood? Okay. Shall I move on to the next one? Okay. The next one. Let us talk about the next one. So we already have collective noun. So what is concrete noun? Concrete andre ಏನು? Something which is hard. Something which I can touch, which I can feel. For example, laptop, chair, something which has a shape, size. I can touch it. I can hold it. That is called as a concrete noun. Now, concrete nouns are also singular. You can apply the spelling rule. For example, chair. What spelling does the chair end with? R. Any other spelling? So, what is the spelling you apply? Yes, chairs. Laptop, laptops. Is that clear? Understood, all of you? Okay. Now, there are certain nouns where you can apply spelling rule, but where you have to apply another ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. For example, son-in-law. This is called hyphenated. Hyphenated ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ, where do you apply the spelling rule? If one person has two daughters, both the daughters have husbands. So for that person, ಇಬ್ರು ಅಳಿಯಂದ್ರು. So where, what will you say? Son-in-laws or sons-in-law? It should always be sons-in-law, brothers-in-law, sisters-in-law. Artha aita? Is that clear, all of you? Okay. Next is an abstract noun. So what do you mean by abstract noun? Abstract noun andre ಏನು? Abstract noun means you cannot touch it. You cannot hold it. There is no physical appearance for it, but it is only a feeling. For example, hasive, hunger. I cannot see hunger. I cannot touch it, but I can feel it. Anger, kopa. I cannot see it. I cannot touch it, but I can experience. Happiness, sorrow. All these things are called abstract nouns because you cannot touch it. You can only experience. These are called abstract nouns. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? Okay. So we have learned about different kinds of nouns. Now we can also do one thing. We can later on we will do an example, but for now, did you understand the types of nouns, the spelling rule? All of you clear? Okay. Now we will go to countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Or first, what we can do is we can also finish off pronouns. So what is a pronoun? Pronoun andre ಏನು? What is a pronoun? Can somebody tell me what is a pronoun? Pronoun andre ಏನು? What is a pronoun? Instead of a noun, you use it. Correct? Instead of a noun, you use it. For example, Sanjay is a teacher. I can also say he teaches English. Now I replaced Sanjay with he. Is that clear? Indu is a student. She studies at Topper IAS. So I replaced Indu with she. Now, before we proceed further, you need to understand basic thing about a sentence. Now, let us write a sentence. Sanjay teaches English. Okay. Now, here, this sentence can be divided into two main parts. The first part is called subject, and the second part is called as a predicate. The predicate itself can be divided into two parts, verb and object. Now, let us understand what is what. A subject is a doer of action. A subject is a doer of an action. Clear? ಯಾರು ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೋ he is called subject. Next, this is called verb. What is a verb? Action itself. So Sanjay, doer of an action. What action? Teach. Who is the receiver? The object. Clear? So every sentence you should be able to identify who is the doer of the action, what is the action, and if it has an object. Anything that follows the verb is an object. Is that clear? Now let us understand the different types of pronouns. Shall I go to the next page? Okay. Now supposing I say Sanjay teaches at toppers. Okay. Sanjay teaches at toppers. Now, which is the subject here? Sanjay. Sanjay. So, teaches, but there is no object. So, you should write teaches English. So, this is the verb, this is the object. Now, I can say he teaches English. Now, what did I replace Sanjay with? He. Now, what position was Sanjay in? Sanjay ಏನು ಈ sentence ನಲ್ಲಿ? Subject. Now, what is he? What is it? What are we discussing now? Pronoun. It's a pronoun, but what kind of a pronoun is it? What did it replace? It replaced the subject. That's why it's called subjective pronoun. Why is it called subjective pronoun? Because it replaced a noun in the subject position. Subject position ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದ noun ನ replace ಮಾಡ್ತು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ it is called subjective pronoun. Is that clear, all of you? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Sure? All of you? Which are the other subjective pronouns? I, he, she, it, you, we, I, he, she, it, you, we, they. All these are called subjective pronouns. Why are they called subjective pronouns? Because they replace a noun in the subject's position. Is that clear? All of you? Write it down. Then we can go to the next one. Okay, shall we go to the next one? Okay. Now, supposing I say, now let us learn more about other pronouns. Okay. Now, for example, Sanjay share notes. Okay. Now I'll say he share his notes. Now this is subjective pronoun. This is a verb. This is called possessive pronoun. Why is it called possessive pronoun? It answers the question whose. Yaradu. It answers the question Yaradu. So that is why this is called possessive pronoun. Should it be same as the subject? Not necessary. Andre, this does not have to be the same as he. I can also say he share my notes. Your subject is he, but possessive is mine. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನು ನನ್ನ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ದ. ಸೊ ಪೊಸೆಸಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಆಸ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರದ್ದು ಇರ್ಬೋದು. Did you understand? I borrowed your pen. I is a subjective pronoun. Your is a possessive pronoun. Clear? So the possessive pronoun need not be the same as the subject. Not required. It can be anybody's object. Is that clear? So which are the possessive pronouns? So let us look into it. For I, it is mine. For he, his. For she, her. For it, its. For you, your. For we, our. For they, their. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಪ್ರೊನೌನ್ಸ್. ಐಗೆ ಮೈ, ಹೀಗೆ ಹಿಸ್, ಶೀಗೆ ಹರ್, ಇಟ್ಗೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್, ಯುಗೆ ಯುವರ್, ವಿಗೆ ಅವರ್, ದೇಗೆ ದೇರ್. Is that clear? This is called possessive pronouns. Possessive answers the question whose. Yaradu. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? Any doubts so far? Please ask me. So this is I. So you all know which are the pronouns now and what are their respective possessive pronouns. Is that clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next, let us go to the next one. Now, supposing I say, I share my notes. So, which is the subjective pronoun here? Yavdu. Which is the subjective pronoun? I. Which is the possessive pronoun? My. Okay. Now I can also write it like I share it with You. Okay. Now you must be very careful here. This is subjective pronoun. This and this are called objective pronoun. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ objective pronoun ಅಂತೀವಿ? Look at this. This is the subject. This is the verb. This part is the object. Now I have replaced the notes with it. So it becomes a objective pronoun. Why is it called objective pronoun? Because it replaced something which is in the object's position. Object sthandali iddidana replace ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ it is called object. Now tell me, you is a subjective pronoun or an objective pronoun? You is a subjective pronoun or objective pronoun? Huh? Objective. Why? Subjective is also you. What are the subjective pronouns? I, he, she, it, you, we, they. But you get objective pronoun is you only. So let us look at the objective pronouns now. I ge me, he ge him, she ge her, it ge it only, you only, we ge us, they ge. So this is subjective pronoun. This is objective pronoun. Previously we discussed subjective pronouns and its possessive pronoun. For example, I ge my, he ge his, she ge her, it ge its, you ge your, we ge our, they ge their. Similarly, objective pronoun, I ge me, he ge him, she ge her, it ge it, you ge you, we ge us, they ge them. I called my friends. I called my friends. Now, which is the subjective pronoun in this sentence? I called my friends. I called my friends. Okay, which is the subjective pronoun here? I. Which is the verb? Called. Which is a possessive pronoun? My. And which is an object here? Friends. Now, friends is singular or plural? Plural. So it is equivalent to he or they. They. They the objective pronoun eno. What? Them. So I called them. Why? Because this is in the object's position, so it should become objective pronoun. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? Okay. Now let us understand some more. Okay. So we will now look at reflexive pronouns. So I cooked food, cooked food for myself. Now, what do you mean by reflection? Reflection means you see a mirror, you stand before a mirror, who do you see? Yourself. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಕಾಣ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಕನ್ನಡಿ ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕಾಣಿಸಿಲ್ಲ. So reflexive means it is a mirror image of the subject. Mirror image andre ಏನು? The same replica. Mirror image. So I get reflexive means myself. So what does this mean? ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. I cooked for myself. ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. There's a book here. Where did it go? They took it off. ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. So what do you think for he it is? For he ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕು? Himself. Very good. She herself. Very good. Itself. Very good. You ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Why ಎರಡು? Yourself and yourselves. ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Why? Can somebody tell me why? No. Huh? Why ಎರಡು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಹೇಳಿ. It is okay even if it is wrong. ಹೇಳಿ. Huh? Yes. Supposing you are the only person writing an exam, or there are two people writing the exam. One person tries to look at the other person's paper. So the invigilator will say, do it yourself. Neene madu. So if everybody is looking, then the teacher will say, do it yourselves. So ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ yourself. ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ yourselves. Is that clear, all of you? Yes, sir. Very good. Okay. Now you can also write the same sentence like this. I myself cooked. Here a difference. This is called intensive. This is reflexive. This is intensive. Now, when either what is the meaning of this and what is the meaning of this? Let me see who tells me the answer. Very good. It is emphasizing means I did not take the help of anybody. So, idu nanagoskara. Idu nane. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ. What is the meaning? ಇದು ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ. Which means ಯಾರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ದಿ? ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ. I cooked it for myself. This one, I myself cooked. ಯಾರ ಸಹಾಯ ತಗೊಂಡಿ? ಯಾರ್ದು ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನೇ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. So the difference is when you use it immediately after the subject, you are emphasizing. Nane, avane. How will you write avane? He himself. Avale, she herself. Neene, you yourself. They themselves. It itself. Artha aita? Is it my phone? Hello? ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ 12-13 ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸರಿ. 2:30 to 2:45 ಲಂಚ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ವೆಡ್ನೆಸ್ಡೇ ಇಂದ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಂತೆ 1 to 4 1 to 5 ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ. Clear all of you? Yes, sir. So when do we use reflexive and when do we use intensive? Is that clear? Yes, sir. So next, what is the time? You still have time. Huh? 2:02 ಊಟ. ಬೇಗ ಬೇಕಾ? ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಐತೆ ಸರಿ, ಈಗ್ಲೇ ಬಿಡ್ಲಾ? 15 minutes ಬರ್ತೀರಾ? ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ ಹೋಟೆಲ್. 1 to 4 o'clock ಮುಗ್ದೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಓಕೆ. ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಕಂತ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ. ಓಕೆ. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, ಊರಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಸರ್. ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ವಿ ಸರ್. ಓಕೆ.
ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಇವತ್ತು ಪಿ ಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ಯಾರ ಸರ್, ನಾಳೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಆಯ್ತು, ಸರಿ. ಇವಾಗ 2 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಿಡ್ಲಾಗಾರೆ. ದ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಲಂಚ್ ಬ್ರೇಕ್? 1 half an hour is too late. 3-hour class alva, half an hour will be. Today 20 minutes I'll give. From tomorrow plan it accordingly. From Wednesday, tomorrow I'm not sure, but from Wednesday it will be 1 to 5. So finish off lunch and come. If you are in PG, lunch will be there. So finish it off and come. How many of you will come back on Wednesday? No, ಊರ್ಗ್ ಹೋಗೋರು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು.
ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾಳೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಓಕೆ, ಯಾವರು?
ಬೆಳಗಾವಿ.
ಇವತ್ತು ಹೋಗಿ ನಾಳೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಬರ್ತೀಯ ಮತ್ತೆ? ಓಕೆ, ನಿಂದು ಯಾವರು? What about you? Okay. So you will not come back tomorrow. All of you will come back day after tomorrow.
ಸರ್ ನಾಳೆ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ತನಕ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ನಾಡಿಂದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್.
It's okay. Belgaum is not Hoskote. ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ 500 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಇದೆ. If you leave today, you will reach tomorrow morning. So tomorrow night, if you leave, day after tomorrow, you will come. Unless you decide to come by flight. Okay. All right. So I'll give the break now, but one ನಿಮಿಷ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕರೆದು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, because for me also it is the first.
Sir,
ಯಾವ ಬುಕ್? ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
ಲಂಚ್ ಬೇಕಾ? ಈಗ ಬೇಕಾ? ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬನ್ನಿ.
Okay, so let's start. So did you understand till here, all of you? Okay, now next, let us talk about interrogative. Interrogative andre ಏನು? Interrogation. Where have you heard the word interrogation? Police station. Interrogation ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Questioning. So question ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ is called interrogative pronouns. For example, who? Who? ಯಾರು? Where? ಎಲ್ಲಿ? Why? ಯಾಕೆ? How? ಹೇಗೆ? Whom? ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಏನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಯಾರು, ಇದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ, ಇದು ಯಾರು, ಇದು whom, ಯಾರಿಗೆ. Clear? Understand? So which? ಯಾವುದು. So when you have a choice, you use which. ನಿಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. So for example, you come to my shop. I sell clothes. So I ask you, what do you want? Then you say, I want shirts. Then I show you 4 shirts and tell you, which one do you want? So first, ಏನು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ what? Choice ಬಂದಾಗ which. Is that clear, all of you? Okay. Next, we will understand countable and uncountable. Uncountable and countable. Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So ಏನಿದ್ರ ಅರ್ಥ countable and uncountable ಅಂದ್ರೆ? What do you mean by uncountable and what do you mean by countable? ಎಣಿಸ್ಬೋದು. Okay, very good. Okay, countable and uncountable. So uncountable ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, countable ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Countable, what is countable? Which one can you count? ಹೇಗೆ count ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? So count how many chairs are there. So 3, yes, correct, 20 chairs are there, which means I can count it 1 2 3 4 5. ಯಾವ್ದನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ 1 2 3 4 ಅಂತ ಎಣ್ಸಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೋ that is called countable. So then what is uncountable then? Uncountable andre you need a unit to count. For example, milk. Can you count 1 milk, 2 milks? You cannot. What do you need? Liters, cans, water, liter, bottles, petrol, liters, gold, grams. Correct. Money is countable or uncountable? Money is uncountable. Why? No. Even if you have 50, how do you say it is 50 rupees? So which means you cannot say 50 money. You can say 50 rupees. So because money requires a unit to count, it comes under uncountable. Star, countable or uncountable? Countable. You may not be able to physically count. Andre physical count madak agde irbodu. But you can say 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars. So the basically, if you can add a spelling rule and if it becomes a meaningful word, for example, star. Star ge what is the spelling you add? Yes. So it becomes stars, which means you can add the spelling rule. So it is countable. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ and it becomes a meaningful word, that is countable. Whether physically possible or not, that is different. Correct? So ಈಗ ಬಾಯ್ ಕೌಂಟಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ಕೌಂಟಬಲ್? ಗರ್ಲ್, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ರೂಲ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂಡ್ ವಿಚ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಆಸ್ 1 2 3, ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕೌಂಟಬಲ್. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಬೇಕೋ ಲೈಕ್ ಕರೆನ್ಸಿ, ಲೀಟರ್ಸ್, grams, kilograms, that is called uncountable. Yes, so you can quantify both. So how do we quantify? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ I can say a little. So for uncountable, you always say a little. For example, salt is countable or uncountable? Uncountable, because you need unit for it. So you say, I need a little salt. Correct? For example, student is countable or uncountable? Countable. So I can say, I have a few students. So when you say for uncountable, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ, a little, a few. Understood? ಯಾವಾಗ ಇದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? When you say how much you have or how much you want. ಯಾವಾಗ a little, a few ಬಳಸ್ತೀವಿ? ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ we use this. For example, I want a little salt. I have a few students. Clear? So when you say want or have, you use a little, a few. Next, only little. So yavaga, when something is enough. So you taste food and you feel salt is less. So you tell your mother, swalpa uppu beku. So swalpa saku. So which means little salt is enough or little salt is not enough. Few students are enough to start a class. Andre, when you don't use, when do you use with a? When you say how much you have or how much you want. When do you use little and few without a? When you say how much is enough or not enough. Did you understand? Little money is not enough to live in Bangalore. Few students are enough to start a class. The little. So I have a little money. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ. The little money I have is needed for food. So when you say what you need that little for, you use the little. ಈಗ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆ, ಆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದುಡ್ಡು ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕು. So how do you say I have a little money? I need that the money is needed for food. The few. I have a few students. Few students stayed back. The few students who wanted to go left. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ the. Is that clear? You can use some with both. I want some petrol. I want some friends. You can use for both. Next, a lot of. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of friends. Is that clear? And any is used for question and in negative sentence. Any is used for a question and negative sentence. How do you ask a question? Do you have any money? ನಿನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ದುಡ್ಡಿದೆಯಾ? So how can you answer? I have a little money. I have some money. I have a lot of money. No, I don't have any money. Negative sentence. Do you have any friends in Bangalore? I have a few friends. I have some friends. I have a lot of friends. No, I don't have any friends. So any can be used for questioning and also in negative sentence. So how does it make a sentence negative? When you use no or don't, it makes it negative. How many of you are for SSC? All of you for SSC? Both. Both. You? Both. What about you? Both. Clear, all of you? Yes, sir. So that completes nouns. So Wednesday we will do some exercise because I'll load it properly on this system so that I can share it on the board. We can do it. All right. So shall we move on to verbs and tenses? So what do you mean by a verb? Verb andre yen. What do you mean by a verb? What is a verb? Action. So a word which denotes action is called as a verb. Now, when the same verb denotes time of action, it is called tense. So verb denotes action, but when the verb also denotes the time of the action, it is called tense. Is that clear? All of you? Now, how many tenses do you know of? Yes, present, past, future. One more is called perfect tense. Okay, we are going to study about all the four tenses, and under each tense, there is a minimum of two subtenses. That also we will study. Now, the other thing that you should also know of is verb can denote action, create. Okay, it can denote existence. It can denote possession. It can denote uh, do, does, did. ಆಮೇಲೆ there can also be modals. ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು we will learn. Clear? So what do you mean by action? For example, play, read. These are all actions. Okay? Existence. For example, if I say, I am a teacher. I am a teacher. ಇಲ್ಲಿ action ಇಲ್ಲ. There is no action here. But this word am is called a helping verb. Why? It helps the subject to complete the sentence. But what does it indicate? It indicates my existence. She is a student. You are a student. This is a laptop. That is a fan. This is a chair. So when there is no action, but only a helping verb, bari helping verb ittu andre, it indicates existence. Possession. For example, if I say, I have a pen. I have a pen. Here, there is no action, but it indicates possession. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಪೆನ್ ಇದೆ. He has a pen. ಇವನ ಹತ್ರ ಪೆನ್ ಇದೆ. She has a pen. ಇವಳ ಹತ್ರ ಪೆನ್ ಇದೆ. So have and has are also verbs. They indicate possession. Am, is, are, was, were, will be. These are called helping verbs which indicate existence. Is that clear? Okay. Now, this is also a verb. For example, I do my homework. It indicates that you are in the process of an action. Modals andre yavdu? Will, can, shall. ಒಂದೊಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಅರ್ಥ ಇದೆ. Each modal has a meaning. For example, if I say I will teach you, ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. I can teach, ನಂಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. I must teach, ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. So each modal will give a different meaning. So we will learn all these things now. Okay? Is that understood? Clear, all of you? Have you written it down?
Sir, for position, only one, sir.
Have, has, had. Modals. Okay? I will teach. I've just given you examples. Careful. All of you clear with this? Shall I proceed then? Now we will learn the different tenses. Okay. Now present tense ಕೆಳಗಡೆ, there are two things. One is simple and continuous. Now let us understand the difference between the two. Okay. Now present tense nim prakara yeno. What do you mean by present tense? But that is continuous. So how do we talk in simple tense? What he said is correct. I am taking class. It is present, but it is continuous. So how do we understand simple? So first we will learn about simple present tense. So in simple present tense, these actions, every day, regular, as the need arises, at a frequency, universal truths, and scientific facts. All these things must be spoken, written in simple present tense. So let us now understand the structure for it. So yavyavdu every day andre dinanitya. Regular andre dina ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ but ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. As the need arises, ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ. I will not do it if there is no need. At a frequency. What do you mean by frequency? Frequency andre something that repeats after a time gap. Something that repeats after a time gap. For example, if I say, I go to a temple every Thursday, which means if I go this Thursday, I will repeat the same action next Thursday. So that means from this Thursday to next Thursday, there is a time. So an action which repeats again and again and again after a time interval is called at a frequency. Universal truth, something that doesn't change at all. The sun rises in the east. It will never rise anywhere else. It rises only in the east. It's a universal truth. And scientific facts. Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. It's a science. You cannot change it. So what cannot be changed is universal truths and scientific facts. These you understood. Now let us understand the structure. Prati on the course structure you must remember, because only if you remember the structure, it is easy. So simple present, what is the structure? Subject plus verb plural or verb singular. Now is the time for us to understand verb plural and verb singular. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ spelling rule ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ, correct? You all learned the spelling rule. The same spelling rule we will apply for verbs. For example, ಈಗ boy, is it a noun or a verb? Noun. What is the spelling rule we apply for this, Indu? Yes. So yes. Now this is singular. This becomes plural. Correct? Either singular or either plural. Now let us take the example of a verb. Now play is verb or a noun? It's an action. Now same spelling rule we will apply. But the difference that you should realize is very, very important. In noun, for singular, you apply the spelling rule to make it plural. Adre verb nalli, this is already plural. You apply the spelling rule to make it singular. So ulta, verbally it is ulta. Noun ge singular ge spelling rule apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆದ್ರೆ verb ge plural ge spelling rule apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. Did you understand? All of you? For example, catch. Is it a verb or a noun? Catch. Verb. So what does the spelling end with? What should the spelling you should add? Yes. So catch is plural, catches is singular. ಆದರೆ ನೌನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವರ್ಬಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ಲೂರಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಿಂಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Is that clear, all of you? Understood? This concept is very, very important. Now let us understand. You play football every day. She cooks every day. Now, this is the subject, this is the verb. This is the subject, this is the verb. Now, when I mean we plural andre eno, base form of the verb, original form, play. VS andre eno, spelling add madadmele, cooks. So, this is the structure for simple present. So, whenever you talk about everyday actions, for example, Sanjay teaches every day. It is simple present. Sanjay is teaching now, present continuous. So that we will understand, but you must understand simple present. What is the structure for simple present? Kriye maduvavanu plus kriye. Bere enu seralla idre. So you can add every day, every Thursday. Even as the need arises. When do you go to an ATM? When you need cash. It is as the need arises. So you can say, I go to ATM when I need cash. Then I go to a temple every Thursday. Frequency. Sun rises in the east. universal truth. Water boils at 100 degree, scientific facts. I wash my car regularly, regular action. I teach everyday action. But what you should remember is the structure. What is the structure for simple present? Subject plus verb plural or verb singular. Ideradukkunu is called agreement, which I will teach you in subject verb agreement. Is that clear? Have you all written it down? Your Bihar. What is the rule? Jan. Hindu Jan. ನನಗೆ Hindu Ja ಅಂತ ಕಾಣ. Ja is a Bihari surname. Ja is your first name. Where are you from? All of you from Bangalore. Where are you from? Did you? Bangalore. Bagalkot. I'm going to Bagalkot, Basveshwara Engineering Class. And you, Gulbarga also, Sharanagosava. Clear, all of you? Understood? Till here? So this is about simple present. So shall we move on to present continuous? So what do you mean by continuous? First structure ಬರೆದ್ಬಿಡೋಣ. Subject plus verb in the ing form. Sorry, ಮಧ್ಯ ಏನೋ ಒಂದು ಸೇರಿಸ್ಬೇಕು. Plus helping verb plus VING. Now, when you use only helping verb, what does it indicate? Only helping verb, what does it indicate? ನೋಡಿ ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Only helping verb, what does it indicate? Existence. Very good. But illi helping verb jate, the verb is in the ing form. Now, this indicates action. This indicates time. So, verb must indicate action as well as time. Idralli, one of the verbs, that is helping verb, indicates time and VING indicates action. For example, I am teaching. So this indicates action. This is ಈಗ ನಾನು ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So in present continuous, the structure is subject plus helping verb plus VING. How do I know it is present continuous? The helping verb must be is or am or. ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಹೆಲ್ಪಿಂಗ್ ವರ್ಬ್ ಇದ್ರೆ it is present continuous. Okay, so how do I understand present continuous? Adana we will understand it. So how do I understand present continuous? For example, the time now is 3 o'clock. I started the class at 1 p.m. Now it is 3 p.m. I'll close the class at 4 p.m. Okay, so something which I started before is happening and will close later. Andre shuru agide, naditide, ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. That is present continuous. What is, how do I know it is present continuous? ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಶುರು ಆಗೋಗಿದೆ, ಈಗ ನಡೀತಿದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. So that is present continuous. So what is the structure? Subject plus helping verb plus What should the helping verb be? Am, is, or ಈ ಮೂರರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ it becomes present continuous. ಬಟ್ ಮುಗ್ದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಕ್ರಿಯೆ ಇನ್ನ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗಿದ್ರೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನ ಮುಗ್ದಿಲ್ವಲ್ಲ ಶುರು ಆಗಿದೆ ಈಗಿನ್ನೂ ನಡೀತಿದೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನಿಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ 100%? Sure. Okay, now let us understand past tense. Past tense nalli kuda there are two. What are the? One is simple and another is continuous. Now, what is the structure for simple? Subject plus verb past. Subject plus verb past. Iste structure is. So you can also add so for example, I came to Toppers at 12:30. So what is the past of come? Came. I ate lunch at 12 o'clock. Eat the past? Ate. So something that is over. One time action which is over. I can't keep coming. Na bande anta helbodu. Nan ಊಟ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ, nan ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ದೆ, which means ಹಿಂದೆ ಮುಗ್ದೋಗಿದೆ. So how do we timeline ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಏನು? 3 PM ಇವಾಗ ಟೈಮು, 1 PM ಗೆ ನಾನು ಬಂದೆ. So I can say I came at 1 PM. Which means I finished the job at 1 o'clock. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಇಲ್ಲ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. I came at 12:30. I started the class at 1 PM, which means either I finish something or I start something. But it should be ಈಗ ಅದು ಇರಬಾರ್ದು. I ate ತಿಂದೆ. Clear all of you? Simple past. The structure is very simple. Subject plus verb past. But you should all know the past of the verbs. Goge ಏನು? Went. Come? Eat? Ate. Okay. See? Saw. Very good. Play? Played. Write? Wrote. Read? Read. Study? Studied. So you should know the past of everything. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇವಾಗ? What is simple past? All of you clear with what is simple past? Okay. Now we will move to past continuous. So what is the structure for this? Subject, same structure, plus helping verb plus VING. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನ್ structure ಇತ್ತೋ the same structure for this also. But how do I differentiate between present and past? The helping verb must be was or were. Present ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕು helping verb? Am, is, are. Was ಅಥವಾ were ಇದ್ರೆ it is past continuous. Now let us understand past continuous with a timeline. So I will draw this. Now the time is 3. Correct? 12:30 I left home. 1 o'clock I reached Toppers IAS. Now 3 o'clock again, if I look back, 12:30 is also past, 1 p.m. is also past. Correct? Now, ಈ ಎರಡು past ಮಧ್ಯ ನಡೆಯತ್ತಲ್ಲ, that is past continuous. So something that happens between two simple past. ಇದೊಂದು simple past. ಇದೊಂದು simple past. So there are two simple past. And whatever happens in between two simple past is past continuous. So I can say I was riding my bike. Because 12:30 I left home. I reached Toppers at 1 p.m. Both are simple past. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ 3 ಗಂಟೆ. What happened in between two simple past is past continuous. Clear? What time did you sleep last night? What is your name? Shahrukh. What time did you sleep last night? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. What time did you get up? 8:40. 8:40. So 2 o'clock is past. 8:40. So he can say, I slept at 2 o'clock. I got up at 8:40. In between, I was sleeping. So between two simple past, whatever happens is past. Did you understand? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? Very easy. And what is the structure? Same structure continuous, but the helping verb will change. Your photo must be here, all of you. Why not? If you work hard, you can. Clear, all of you? Artha aita? Sure? Yes? Any doubts so far? Please ask me. Anything till whatever we have done till now. If you have any doubts, please ask. Clear, all of you? What is your name? Double Saab. Yours?
Sir, Kausi.
Kausi. Rahman.
Yes.
Shall I proceed to the next one? Yes. Next is called future. So again, two things. What will be the two things? Simple and continuous. So first, let us look at simple. So what is the structure for this? Subject plus will plus we. Always remember, whenever you have a modal, will is a modal. We will learn about the other modals also. But future we use will. The next verb must be in the base form only. That is a rule, golden rule. What is the golden rule? Whenever you use will, the next verb must be in base form only. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧನೇ ಬರಲ್ಲ. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Original form of the word, like play, sing, dance, eat, run, that is called base form. Shall also can be used, but shall has a different meaning. So I will teach you the meanings when I do the modals. Is that clear, all of you? Okay. Now, let us understand through a timeline. Now the time is 3:15, 4 p.m. Now at 3:15, 4 p.m. is future, correct? So one time action of the future is called simple future. One time action of the past is called simple past. I came at 1. So one time action of the past. ಈಗ 3:15 1 p.m. is past, 4 o'clock is future. One time action of the past, simple past. One time action of the future, simple future. And what is the structure? Subject plus will plus be. Is that clear? All of you? 100%? Okay. Next, future continuous. Now the structure is subject plus helping verb plus VING. Same structure ಇದೆ. But how do I differentiate between present continuous, past continuous and future continuous? ಇದಕ್ಕೆ the helping verb will be will be, not only will. It should be will be. Idre it is future continuous. Now let us understand through a timeline. Now the time is 3:15. I will leave at 4 o'clock. I will reach home at 4:30. So this is I will leave. I will reach. So past continuous ಏನಿತ್ತು an action between two simple past. Future continuous ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ an action between two simple future. I will leave at 4. I will reach at 4:30. I will be riding. ಗಾಡಿ ಓಡಿಸ್ತಿರ್ತೀನಿ. So past continuous के action between two simple past. Future continuous के action between two simple future. Present continuous के action between simple past and simple future. This you must remember. So present continuous के ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ an action between simple past and simple future. Past continuous के action between two simple past. Future continuous के action between two simple future. But you should remember the structure. All of you clear? Yes. Okay. Now let us go to perfect tense. So this is something new for you. Perfect. Perfectly we have present, past, and future. Okay. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಪುನಃ present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, future perfect continuous. ಅಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So let us understand what is perfect tense first. So present perfect. What is present perfect ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. The structure is subject plus have or has plus verb in the third form. This verb in the third form also you should by heart. For example, come, came, come. Go, went, gone. See, saw, seen. Write, wrote, written. Read, read, read. Cook, cooked, cooked. Play, played, played. Sing, sang, sung. Drink, drank, drunk. So you should by heart the third form. ಆವಾಗ್ಲೇ ಇದು ಬರೆಯಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. So, what is the difference between present perfect and simple past? Because ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ ಕೆಲವು ಸಲ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Subject plus V past. You can use time. You cannot use. In present perfect, you cannot use time. With simple past, you use time. So let us understand the difference. Now, I have come. I came at 1. I cannot write. ಇದರ ಅರ್ಥ ನಾನು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನಾನು ಬಂದೆ. ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, I have eaten. ನಾನು ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, I ate. ನಾನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, I have read. ನಾನು ಓದ್ದೆ, I read. ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, I have written. ನಾನು ಬರ್ದೆ, I wrote. ನಾನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, I have seen. ನಾನು ನೋಡ್ದೆ, I saw. So the difference is that you do not use time with present perfect. How do I know it is present perfect? It should have, has, followed by verb, third form. Clear? So when do I use it? Whenever I want to mention the time, I should use simple past. When I want to use time, but I want to say I am here, I have done, ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದಾಗ no need of time. ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ದೆ ಅಂದಾಗ time. So ಮಾಡ್ದೆ simple past, ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ present perfect. Write down the difference properly. If you want to explain it to yourself, you can write in your mother tongue also. Easy. But understand the difference.
Singular word. What should we use? Have or has?
Has.
Has.
He has. He has. It has. But I, even though it's singular, does not follow the rule. I jate you don't say I has, you say I have. I matra exception. There is no, this rule does not apply to I. I follows a separate rule. Clear all of it? Understood the difference between present perfect and simple past. Simple past jate time, present perfect jate time. Next, past perfect. So how do I use, or when do I use past perfect? Okay, so I will take an example. Okay, so 1 p.m, 3 p.m, 4 p.m, 4:30 p.m. Okay, let us take these time. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, I came at 1. Now once ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ I will say I have come. ನಾನು ಬಂದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ I keep telling ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ I have come. So first ನಂಗೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. What time? Let us say 1:30ಗೆ. What will I say? ಎಲ್ಲಿದ್ಯಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I will say I have come to Toppers. ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಬಂದೆ? I came at 1. ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ I will keep saying I have come to Toppers? Till 4 o'clock. 4 o'clockಗೆ I will go outside. So let us say ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Where are you? I am in Vijayanagar. Why? ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅನ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾನ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಬಂದೆ at 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock ಇಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋವರೆಗೂ, that is till 4 o'clock, I will keep saying I have come. ಇದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೆ. Yes, understood? Clear all of you? So for example, let us say on June 1st, you write an exam. June 1st exam ಬರೀತೀರಾ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು SSC ನೋ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕಿಂಗೋ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್. And let us say your result is announced on August 1st. So here you will say, I wrote the exam on June 1st. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರೋವರೆಗೂ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ? I have written. ಯಾಕೆ I have written ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತೀರಾ? ಇನ್ನ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. Now after your result comes, you will say, I had written. And whatever your result is, I had written SSC, I passed. I have written SSC. In a result bandila. So you will keep saying, I have written. I wrote on June 1st. I have written, I had written. I passed. Or I failed. Clear? Artha ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? Yes or no? Sure? All of you? So this is the meaning of past perfect. Now there is a very important role for past perfect, which I will teach you. Okay. Now, when do I use both past perfect and simple past? ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. Now, let us say Indu came at 12:40 to the class. Sanjay came at 1 p.m. Now the time is 3:20. Now, standing at 3:20, when I look back, 12:40 is also past, 1 p.m. is also past. So I can say Indu came at 12:40, Sanjay came at 1 p.m. ಎರಡು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. But I can speak in one sentence. ಹೇಗೆ? So the first action, ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? Indu's action is first because she came before me. This should be in past perfect. And second action, ಯಾರ್ದು second action? Sanjay, should be in. So instead of writing two sentences, like Indu came at 12:40, Sanjay came at 1 p.m., I can club it and make one sentence. What should I ensure when I do that? That the first action must be in past perfect, second action must be in simple past. So Indu had come when Sanjay this is simple past, this is past perfect. So when you're talking about two actions of the past, ಎರಡು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಬದಲು ಒಂದೇ ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, but you should ensure that the first action is in past perfect, second action is in ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? So write the explanation so that when you revise you don't get confused.
had came before Sanjay came.
Came on the third form of come.
Before, when does the before?
Very good. But came is wrong. Third form of come is come. Indu had come before Sanjay came. Very good. You can also say Indu had already come when Sanjay came. Or Sanjay came, I'm sorry, Sanjay came after Indu had come. Hangu very good. But you should just ensure that first action must be in past perfect, second action in simple perfect. Have you been attending aptitude classes? Praveen sir. Praveen sir. So understood how to use past perfect and simple past together? ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Sure? USB ಇದೆಯಾ? So I will put all the exercise in the USB and come. Wednesday we will solve it. Tomorrow I may not be able to come. I will inform Praveen. So tomorrow he may take. But from Wednesday I will take every day till next Tuesday. Till 31st I will take. Clear? Okay. Now we have to understand future perfect. Now, what is this future perfect? We need to understand. The structure for future perfect is subject plus will have plus verb third form. ಏನು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರು subject plus will have plus verb third form. Let us understand through a timeline. Let us understand through a timeline. So now it is 3:30. I will leave at 4 o'clock. What time will you reach home? Indu, what time will you reach? 5. So Sanjay will reach at 4:30. Indu will reach at 5. Shahrukh, you also reach at 5. Okay. So now it is still 3:30. 4 o'clock is future. 4:30 is future. 5 o'clock is future. Okay. Now, both of us leave at 4 o'clock. Sanjay will reach at 4:30. Shahrukh will reach at 5 o'clock. Now I can say Sanjay will reach home at 4:30. Shahrukh will reach at 5 o'clock. Two different sentences. How do I club it into one sentence? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವೋ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಬಟ್ ವಿತ್ ಅ ಲಿಟಲ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. The first action must be in future perfect. So how will I write this? Sanjay will have reached home at 4:30. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 4:15 ಸಂಜಯ್ ಮನೆ ಸೇರಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. Clear? And this will be in simple future alla, simple present. So I cannot say Sanjay will have reached home by the time Shahrukh will reach home. Tappu. Yake andre there is another golden rule. In the same sentence, you cannot have two wills. So if I say Sanjay will have reached home by the time Shahrukh will reach home, ಎರಡು ಸಲಿ will use ಮಾಡಿದೆ. which is not allowed in grammar. So what should you say? Sanjay will have reached home by that. I'm sorry. Sanjay will have reached home by the time Shahrukh reaches home. Why are we making it simple present? Because we are not allowed to use will twice. I will have got my results by July. ನಾನು ಜೂನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, but now it is still March. I will write my exam in June. I will have got my results by August. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಜೂನ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್. ಆಗಸ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ರೈಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ the result. So future perfect again, what is the structure? Will have plus is. And how do you use future perfect and simple present? Either. The first action of the future must be in future perfect. Second action must be in. Is that clear, all of you? So let us say your friend says, I will call you at 10 p.m. Okay, but your sleeping time is 9:30. ನೀವು ಮಲ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು 9:30ಗೆ. ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾನು ನಿನಗೆ 10 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು? ನೀನ್ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೇ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್? ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೇ? I will have slept by the time you call. You will call tap, because you cannot use will too much. Is that clear, all of you? Then friend ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, I will take you for dinner at 9 o'clock, but your food time is 8 o'clock. How will you tell him now? You eat at 8 o'clock every day, but your friend calls and says, I will take you for dinner at 9 o'clock. I will have eaten. I will have eaten by the time you take. Clear? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಈಗ? Is that clear? Any doubts? ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಏನೇ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರು ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್. ಎನಿ ಅದರ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಇಸ್ ಫೈನ್. ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲ. Because what is the thumb rule I told you? Will use ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ the next verb must be in the base form. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು has ಬರೋಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. The first thumb rule ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ ನಾನು, golden rule. If there is will, next verb must be in the base form only. Okay. So for example, now the time is 3:35. We will leave at 4 o'clock from here. Okay. And what time will you reach home, Tawfiq? 4:30. 4:30. Okay. Your friend calls you and tells you, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗೆ ನಾನು 4:45 ಬರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ನಿನ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಸರಿ ಬಾ, ನೀನ್ ಬರೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಮನೆ ಸೇರಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೇ? ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ರೀಚ್ಡ್ ಹೋಮ್ by the time you come. Okay, let us say your friend tells that he will come to Toppers IAS to meet you at 4:30. ನೀನೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ? But what time do you leave 4 o'clock. So ನೀನ್ ಅವನಿಗೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ, ನೀನ್ ಬರೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೊರಟೋಗಿರ್ತೀನಿ. So I will have left by the time you come. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಈಗ? ಯು ಟ್ರೈ ಇಫ್ ಯು ವಾಂಟ್. ನೀವೇ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸೆಂಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So that if you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay, I'll give you one example. Let me see who will give me the correct answer. Today is 23rd. Okay, every day you save 100 rupees every day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by 3rd April. So ಇವತ್ತಿಂದ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ 10 days. ಸೊ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ, ನಾನು 3rd April ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ 1000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಸೇ ದಟ್? I will have saved 1000 rupees by 3rd April. Here? Okay. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. You all decide to go to a movie. 4 o'clock, you leave from here. 4:30 is the movie show. Cinema starts. But your auto will reach at 4:45. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಆಟೋಲ್ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ. ರ್ಯಾಪಿಡೋನಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಿದೆ ಎಸ್ಟಿಮೇಟೆಡ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಟು ರೀಚ್ 4:45. ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಟಿಕೆಟ್ ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ 4:30. ಸೊ ನೀನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ, ನಾವು ಹೋಗೋ ಅಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಶುರು ಆಗೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ವಿಲ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ನೌ? The movie will have started by the time we reach. Simple. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? Is it clear now, all of you? The movie will have started by the time we reach. Any other question? Okay. Now, very, very important. Present perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous. So let us take an example. So let us say Taufik gets up at 6 o'clock and he starts studying. ಓದಕ್ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. 8 o'clock, his mother calls him for breakfast. Correct? So from 6 to 8, he is studying. Correct. From 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock, he was studying. So now his mother has to tell what Taufik was doing and for how long. ಅಂದ್ರೆ when I have to tell ಎಷ್ಟೊತ್ತು ನಡೀತು ಅಂದಾಗ we use present perfect continuous. So now before calling Taufik's mother will tell his father, Taufik has present been perfect studying continuous. So how did I write this? Present perfect continuous. But why did I use this to tell yes to samaya? So here you must be careful. You can use for or you can use since. Now, common question type in exams. Taufik has been studying since 2 hours. What is the error? So when you can count, all of you know what is countable, right? Can I count from 6 to 8? How many hours? 2 hours. When I can count, I have to use for. So I should say, Taufik has been studying for 2 hours. But if his mother wants to say from when, not how many hours, but if she wants to say from when, so then she will say, Taufik has been studying since. So when do I use present perfect continuous? I should use present perfect continuous. ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಕಳೆದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ಕೆ. So I have been teaching for 2.5 hours. I have been teaching since 1 p.m. You have been sitting in the class for 2.5 hours. You have been sitting in the class since 1. I have been staying in Bangalore for 50 years. I have been living in Bangalore since birth. So for is countable time, since is starting. Is that clear? Now what happens? At 8 o'clock, Taufik stops studying and he goes for breakfast. So now what will Taufik's mother say? Let us say at 8:15. She will say, Taufik has been eating for 15 minutes. Taufik has been eating since 8 o'clock. What will she say for this period now? This is over. So she will shift to past perfect continuous. So she will say, Taufik had been studying for 2 hours. Why did she change to had been? Because he is no longer studying. Why is this in present perfect? Because he's doing it. So how will his mother say? Taufik has been studying for 2 hours. 8 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಊಟ ತಿಂಡಿ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Taufik has been eating for 15 minutes. He had been studying for 2 hours. He had been studying since 6 o'clock. He has been eating since 8 o'clock. Clear? Yes. So next, Taufik starts studying again at 9:15. What will Taufik's mother say? Taufik has been studying for 1 hour. Taufik has been studying since 8:15. Taufik had been eating for 15 minutes. Taufik had been eating since 8 o'clock. Taufik had been studying for 2 hours. Before this, he had been studying since 6 o'clock. Whatever is over had been plus VING. Whatever is happening have been or has been plus VI. Is that clear, honestly? And there will be a sentences bariri. If you do not understand, I will help you. Online students also, if you have any doubts, please ask or post a message. Any doubts? Did you write? What did you write?
Being waiting for her sex to be being talking to her.
Very good. What did you write, Shahrukh?
This has been scam in Bengaluru for 50 years. This has been scam in Bengaluru since like
Okay. Has been. Had been ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನ ಇದೀನಲ್ವಾ?
so one year
Oh,
past time ago.
okay. She has been singing the song since Illa. Since 2 p.m. Correct. She has been singing the song. Very good. What did you write? ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ವಾ? Okay. What did you write? ನೀನೇನ್ ಬರ್ದೆ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್? ಯಾಕೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ? Clear, all of you? So just let us quickly recap today. What are the things we did? So first we started with nouns. So we understood the spelling rule. So Y with a vowel, yes. Y with a consonant, remove Y and add IAS. Next, we learned about CHSH. And then for F and FE and any other spelling. This is clear. Next, we understood what is a proper noun. A proper noun is when a noun gets an identity with the help of a name. ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದ ಪರಿಚಯ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಹೆಸರ ಮೂಲಕ. Proper nouns cannot be made plural by adding spelling rule. You have to add and. Clear? Now, idrali, I forgot to teach you one more noun. It is called material noun. So, what is this material noun? For example, gold ring. Now, in this, gold is called material noun. Why is it called material noun? Because this noun is made from this. So, a noun which makes another is called a material noun. Material noun also, you cannot make it plural by applying spelling rule. There is nothing called golds. There is nothing called silvers. There is nothing called plastics. So material noun is always singular. Similarly, abstract noun. So collective noun you understood when I make a collection of similar common nouns. Then we understood about abstract. Now, for example, happiness is an abstract noun because I cannot touch or see it. I can only experience it. This also cannot be made plural. There is nothing called happinesses. So abstract noun cannot be made plural by applying the spelling rule. Next, we learned about pronouns. When a noun replaces another noun, it is called pronoun. If it replaces a noun in the subject position, it is called subjective pronoun. Correct? Next, if it replaces a noun or if it talks about yaradu, whose, then it is called possessive pronoun. Next, we learnt about which are the possessive pronouns of which subjective pronoun. I do my, he do his, she do her, it, its, you, your, we, our, they, their. Next, we learnt about objective pronoun. What is an objective pronoun? When a pronoun replaces a noun which is already in the object position. So we took this example. I shared my notes. Notes is in the object's position. So I replaced it with it. Clear, all of you? So which are the objective pronouns? I, me, he, him, she, her, it, you, we, us, they, them. Next, we learnt about reflexive pronouns. A reflexive is a mirror image of the subject. But I jate, you cannot use any other reflexive pronoun. You cannot say I cooked for himself. Wrong. You cannot. The reflexive pronoun used must be a reflection of the subject only. You cannot use any other reflexive pronoun. Illi he idre, you can only use himself. Illi she idre, you can only use herself. Now, intensive pronoun is when it emphasizes. So it is used immediately after the subject. So what is the difference between saying I cooked for myself and I cook myself cooked? I cooked for myself, ನನಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. I myself cooked, ನಾನೇ ಅಡಿಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Next is the interrogative. Who, where, why, how, whom, which. Next, we learnt about uncountable and countable nouns. Uncountable nouns are those nouns which require a unit to count. Countable nouns, you can directly count 1, 2, 3, 4. So a little is used when you want to express how much you have or how much you want. For example, I want a little salt. I want a few friends. Little is to tell how much is enough or not enough. Little food is enough for me. Few friends are enough for me. The little salt that you put is enough. The few friends I had have left Bangalore. ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪೇ ಜನ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಅವರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಟೋದ್ರು. I have some money with me. I have some friends in Bangalore. I have a lot of money. I have a lot of friends. Do you have any money? Yes. Or no, I don't have any. Do you have any friends? Yes. Or no, I don't have any friends. Is that clear? Next, we learnt about verbs and tenses. Verbs denote action. When it shows the time of the action, it is called tense. What are the nouns, verbs that we have learnt now and the tenses? So action andre idu. Existence ke we use a helping verb. Which are the helping verbs? Am, is, are, was, were, will be. And which are possession? Have, has, had. Clear? Next, simple present is used for everyday actions, regular actions, as the need arises, at a frequency, universal truths, and scientific facts. And present continuous structure, simple present structure is subject plus verb base form or singular form. And continuous nalli ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ when we use helping verb. So what is present continuous? An action between a simple past and a simple future is called present continuous. And past is one-time action. Past continuous is an action between two simple past. Okay. Future simple is one-time action of the future. And we use will. And the rule is if you use will, the next verb must be in the base form only. Next, future continuous is an action between two simple future, is future continuous. And perfect tense and simple past difference. In present perfect, we don't use time. With simple past, we use time. And in present perfect, we use have or has with verb third form. Okay, past perfect is something that is already over, and we use both past perfect and simple past to indicate two actions of the past. The first action must be in past perfect, the second action must be in simple past. And future perfect is when something will have been completed, and we use simple future perfect and simple present for two actions of the future. Clear, all of you? And present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous when we want to talk about how much time agide, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಮಯ ಕಳೆದಿದೆ. For countable time for starting time since. Is that clear, all of you? Any doubts, kindly ask. So Wednesday we are going to solve exercises. All of you clear? Rawal sir, Rafiq and Rema? Yes. So Wednesday, we will solve exercises and then we will start with subject verb agreement. That is a very important topic. After that, we can have conditional statements, question tags. Clear, all of you? Hope you enjoyed the session. Is this the normal strength or inna jasti jana bartara? Okay, so yes, Wednesday we'll start with, we'll finish the exercises of both nouns and tenses and go to subject verb agreement. All right, I think we can end. I'll just check.